Welcome to CBS Sports HQ. It's time for Football Happy Hour. I'm Jenny Dell. Now, OTAs are underway, and as we know, OTAs stand for Organized Team Activity. And they are, of course, voluntary. However, many believe if you're getting paid that amount of money, you should show up. One player that has been outspoken about his personal timeline is Baltimore Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson. The franchise QB has been absent from the Ravens OTAs. Instead, he's continued to train on his own. Now, Chris Sims on Pro Football Talk bringing up his stance on Jackson, who once said he wants to be the Tom Brady of his era. Sims said Brady wouldn't be missing OTAs in year 4 of his career. Brady didn't miss an OTA until he had played in 4 Super Bowls. Now, Lamar Jackson actually responded to that, saying, "Lamar wants to be Lamar, Chris. This part of OTAs is voluntary, my guy. I will be there, just not on your watch." It's probably other QBs not attending voluntary OTAs either. But since it's Lamar, it's a huge deal. Find something else to talk about. Feisty words. Let's welcome in our former Super Bowl champ, Ryan Harris. Now, we're going to start this off this afternoon overreacting to some topics. So I want you to take off your little analyst hat for a moment, and I want you to think of like a true, passionate fan. And we're going to start with Lamar Jackson and that entire situation. Remember, I'm asking you to overreact a little bit here to start. So you're the biggest Ravens fan in the world. Can you believe that Lamar Jackson isn't at OTAs right now?
No, you can't believe it. Doesn't Lamar want to be great? Doesn't he want to be fantastic and be there with the guys? It doesn't matter, though. And one of the things I love that Lamar said in that statement, besides referring to himself as the third person, that's always fun to see, but he also said, "I'll be there on time. I'll be there eventually." And that's what players want to hear, right, that are on that roster, that eventually Lamar Jackson's going to be in that huddle, giving you the cadence you're going to hear in the season. But if I'm Lamar Jackson's agent, I'm playing this up. I'm saying, "Hey, Lamar, shoot a quick video, put it on Instagram, say, hey, guys, I'd love to be there, but really looking at what's worked, every year I've been at OTAs, we haven't won a Super Bowl. So I'm doing everything I can, which means not coming to OTAs." And this is a time that really Lamar Jackson knows what's going to happen. They're not installing new plays. This is for other players to really get back in shape. And he's also right. There are some other quarterbacks who are not reporting to camp. Kyler Murray, Aaron Rodgers, of course, missing OTAs. So at least Lamar Jackson's around, but I'd have fun with this. It drives coaches nuts, but that's because coaches got nothing to do in the summer anyway, so they're going crazy. But Lamar Jackson, his numbers, he's done everything but win a Super Bowl. He's been on the brink. I think they might get there last year if he's not injured. So he's okay to miss some OTAs. And by the way, Jenny, only $150 a day that you get for being at OTA practices.
I mean, I'll take it. But I do think you would actually make some money being Lamar Jackson's agent, because I think that's a great idea if we'll just follow through with that. We're going to dive a little bit into this Ravens offense a bit. We'll take this seriously. So they're now without wide receiver Marquise Brown, who's traded to Arizona, and Sammy Watkins, who signed with Green Bay. So is there a wide receiver out there that you feel like can help out the Ravens?
Well, I really like Will Fuller, former Notre Dame graduate, former Texan as well. And one of the things about Will Fuller, yes, not a great year last year, but 2 years ago, 2020, who was the quarterback at the Texans? Well, he had a dynamic quarterback in Deshaun Watson, almost had 900 yards, on 53 catches. He's got some speed. Also, Albert Wilson, wide receiver from the Miami Dolphins. I think he could be a good get as well. I mean, these are the kinds of moves that you can make because you're the Baltimore Ravens. You have a dynamic player with Lamar Jackson. You have other players around him like Mark Andrews at tight end, and you have a powerful offensive line with now Ronnie Stanley coming back. You can get a marginal player, so to speak, looking at the stats, and really turn them forward and create production. But one of the things I like about Will Fuller, he has speed. And when you got linebackers and defensive backs looking in the backfield for Lamar Jackson, if you have speed like a Will Fuller, that's where you create big plays and get big chunks of yard.
He would definitely be a welcome addition if that happens. All right, let's make a case for the Baltimore Ravens to win the AFC North. How could they get it done?
Well, they have a good road now, right? Pittsburgh, you got to depend on Mitch Trubisky if you're Pittsburgh. The real question is, what's happening at the Browns? That's going to be a big deal. And, of course, the Cincinnati Bengals. But the Cincinnati Bengals, they're going to play a season now with expectations, very different than last year. So for me, the Ravens winning the AFC North is very probable, especially if Lamar can stay healthy all year. And if he can develop some rapport with a downfield threat, I think this is their division to take. And again, I think the Bengals, it's different when you come to the facility and the expectation is to win a Super Bowl. And really, few people in that locker room know what it's like to actually win one. Everybody knows what it's like to lose one. Plus, they lost Al Golden, a powerful piece on that defensive coaching staff. So I think the AFC North is the Ravens for the taking.
I think everyone wants to know what's going on with the Browns as well. But hey, you like the Ravens there? The Ravens, their first 4 games are against AFC East teams. Interesting the way that the schedule works out. The first 4 games, the Jets, the Dolphins, New England Patriots, and the Bills. So it's a tough path there. But all right.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.